WWRR, Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, WMMZ, Berwick, Bloomsburg, Hazleton, WYCK, Plains.
Powered by Mohegan Sun Poano.
The River, 105 and 103.5.
This is Music on the Menu on the River.
Timothy, where on earth did you go?
Featuring Northeast PA's best artists.
Maybe, never mind. She can move me like the stereo, like a song on the radio. She's an angel in the morning, yeah, that's right.
And now, here's your host, Alan K. Stout.
So I got that going for me, which is nice.
All right, everybody. Happy Sunday night. Welcome to Music on the Menu on the River. Alan K. Stout with you as I always am. Sunday nights, 9 to 10 o'clock, bringing you regional artists doing their own original material from right here in northeastern Pennsylvania. Hanging out with DC Taylor. DC, good to see you.
Hi, Alan. How are you?
I'm doing good. You know, it's no secret that we pre-record the show sometimes before Sundays.
Right.
And so obviously, if you come up here looking for us on Sunday night at 9, we're not here. So I'm driving up to record the show, and I'm listening to DC show. I'm in the car on the way up here tonight, and he's playing Dire Straits' Sultans of Swing.
Yeah.
And I'm driving in like the downpouring rain.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just, has there ever been a song better for driving
That's great.
than that song?
I like that. Yeah.
I mean, that is a driving
Now
song.
you think about it. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I mean, it could be a beautiful day.
Uh-huh.
It could be a gray winter day. It could be a rainy day. It doesn't matter.
It's suitable for all
Suitable
occasions.
for all.
all driving occasions.
You had a good show. Good show. Good show driving up here, DC. I've
Thanks.
listened to you.
Thank you.
We've got some great stuff for you tonight. We're going to be doing, as we have been doing for the past 5 weeks now, premiering new music. When we first came back on the air after our COVID-19 hiatus, we did 2 or 3 weeks of nothing but new music.
Mm-hmm.
And then we start peppering in some new songs with some of the older songs. So in those first couple of weeks, we were just kind of getting caught up on all the stuff that came our way while we were off the air. But we're still getting good stuff all the time, including this brand new one that just came to me this week from Don't Panic. I love this song. It's called Keystone Story. Check it out.
He went to law school and he played in his band, but dropping out was never part of the plan. He's not alright. Janie's dad left her his own record store. The queen of vinyl, she was looking for more, but she's alright.
Dakota here on Music on the Menu on the River with a song called Push. And before that, Don't Panic, a brand new song debuting here on the program tonight with a song called Keystone Story. You know, DC, I was off the air when Jerry Ludwig passed away. Mm-hmm. We were in the middle, I think it was very early on during COVID-19.
Yeah.
I remember calling in during your show, and we talked about Jerry and played a couple of songs, but that's the first time I've played Jerry on the show since he passed. So the late, great Jerry Ludwig on vocals on that song from Dakota. And we'll keep playing those songs on this show as long as I'm doing it from time to time. And I really love that new song from Don't Panic that we just got. We're going to debut another great new tune for you right now. These are from the Boomtown Boys. They're from out towards the Williamsport, Lycoming County area. We've been playing them on the show now for maybe about a year and a half. They start sending us stuff. They do their stuff down to 8 days a week with my old buddy Paul Smith producing. Paul, of course, bassist for the Badleys and one of the guys that founded Saturation Acres recording studio with Brett Alexander. Well, Paul's got his own studio now down near the Sunbury area doing stuff and still working with Brett all the time. They're shuffling back and forth projects and co-producing and stuff. So that friendship and relationship is still there, as I suspect it always will be. And, you know, still bringing in great talent like the Boomtown Boys. Check out this song. It's called The Fade.
She feels better with a drink in her hand. She only wants to feel like herself again. Any work all day in the field. So she found herself a new way to deal. She can't put her finger on what's wrong, but she can't push it down. She can't move on. He comes home, not too much surprise. She's 3 glasses into a bottle of wine. She can see the disappointment in his eyes. But he won't ask, she knows he won't ask why. She can't put her finger on what's wrong, but she can't push it down. But she can't move on. And the pills that she takes don't really take the pain away, but it made her feel okay today. It's a poison in her veins that blurs the blacks and whites to gray, and her pale blue eyes slowly fade. She can't put her finger on what's wrong, but she can't push it down. She can't move on. She feels better with a drink in her hand. She only wants to feel like herself again.
This is dedicated to the young. May they stay foolish all their lives. Believe what they read, believing in love. This is dedicated to the young. Here's to the arrogant and naive. May they get all they want, but just not what they need. Believing in futures, free lunch and guarantees. Well, here's to the arrogant and naive. May they never see how bland they are. Make each cute boy a football star, a new cheerleader in every car. teenage girls. May they never develop self-esteem. Believing approval is lying flat on their backs. Well, here's the stupid sex teenage girls. They never have I realized they don't get more love with every guy. They screw to see their mothers cry, and I hope it never ends. With the metalheads and stoners see that the varsity white bread glitterati who only like what's on MTV will never live their dreams. Yeah. This is dedicated to the young, the ones that ain't cheap, the ones that have fun. May they be who they are when their big moment comes, and this is dedicated to the young. 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 May they never, ever end.
Mighty Fine Wine here on Music on the Menu on the River, a song called Dedicated. That one goes back to 2004. That record came out. Really, really terrific record from Mighty Fine Wine with John Fudd Zavaki on vocals on that one. I follow Fudd on Instagram and Facebook. Seems like he likes Instagram better than Facebook these days. And he's just one of the most entertaining, hilarious people I've ever met. I've had a chance to sit down and interview him for articles for newspapers, and been writing about his music now for 20 years or so. Just a terrific personality, and that's just a great song from Mighty Fine Wine. And before that, brand new music from the Boomtown Boys from Williamsport area, a song called The Fade. We're going to play another song for you now by Dylan Seamus. And, a lot of kids this week will be going back to school, and it's a tough decision for parents as to what to do. I've been going through it with the wife of my ex-wife, the mother of my children, and trying to figure out, do you go to class? They're giving us options in some of the schools. Some of them they're not. Some of them, but it's a heavy situation, And Dylan made fun of it all.
All right.
With this story, which is what we've been talking about here on the show for a couple of weeks. How it's human nature to provide some levity sometimes and deflect with humor. And Dylan's a smart guy. His songs are often politically charged, and so maybe I shouldn't say make fun of it all, because he's making some points. But he does it with some humor, I should say. But he makes some really good points in this one. Check it out. It's called Back to School Pandemic Rag.
Some folks are saying that our kids shouldn't go to school this year. Well, I know it's strange, but don't be afraid, 'cause we've got nothing to fear. Yes, it's just a cold, a little flu, a shiver and a cough. So if you're feeling blue about back to school, then feel free to sing along. 1, 2, 3, sing your ABCs and spread a deadly disease. 4, 5, 6, do arithmetic until your teacher starts to sneeze. Don't be a fool, kid, go to school and do what the president says. But when you go back home, you're on your own, 'cause both your parents are dead. We're gonna take precautions to keep our children safe. They'll cover their face on certain occasions, but only in certain states. Sure, there's some risk, but what can you do? Our kids have got to learn. Let's think of all that they'll absorb on their field trips to the morgue. 1, 2, 3, sing your ABCs and spread a deadly disease. 4, 5, 6, do arithmetic until your teacher starts to sneeze. Don't be a fool, kid, go to school and do what the president says. When you go back home, you're on your own, because both your parents are dead. After school activities will continue as usual, but football games will be kinda lame once we implement the 6-foot rule. And listen, kids, you don't like your teach, I'll tell you what to do. Gotta show them some love, give them a big hug till they're choking down a breathing tube. Hey, 1, 2, 3, sing your ABCs, spread a deadly disease. 4, 5, 6, do arithmetic until your teacher starts to sneeze. Don't be a fool, kid, go to school and do what the president says. When you go back home, you're on your own, because both your parents are dead. Now, algebra class is going to have some pandemic-themed word problems this year. Let's try a few. The cosine of a mask times the tangent of kids with asthma equals X ventilators. Solve for X. Try another. Elderly parents divided by a dwindling number of foster homes equals how many roving gangs of child chimney sweeps. Hey, 1, 2, 3, sing your ABCs and spread a deadly disease. 4, 5, 6, do arithmetic until your teacher starts to sneeze. Don't be a fool, kid, go to school and do what the president says. When you go back home, you're on your own, because both your parents are dead. Now the teachers say they're gonna go on strike so they don't end up in the grave. That's too bad, should have thought of that before they signed up to teach 3rd grade. Yes, there's really no other options, you can't teach online. Besides, pandemics build character for the people who survive. 1, 2, 3, sing your ABCs and spread a deadly disease. 4, 5, 6, do arithmetic until your teacher starts to sneeze. Don't be a fool, kid, go to school and do what the president says. When you go back home, you're on your own, because both your parents are dead.
Closer in time. My feelings lighted on the other end of the line. All this effort and not getting it in return. Living each day afraid that you might learn. And we've lost it all. And we've thrown it all away. Something more, and I believe that love will find us some
5% here on Music on the Menu on the River with a song called Walk Alone. That tune goes back probably 10 years or so. It was on one of the old Concert for a Cause records and also on 5% record. Terrific band. And before that, Dylan Seamus with a song called Back to School Pandemic Rag. And, you know, we wish everybody the best as they try to figure this out with their children and, you know, getting their education back on track. My kids did the home thing March, April, May, June, half of June of last year.
Yeah.
And it was called Google Classroom, DC, where you went online and did your lessons.
Okay.
Working with the teacher. And now they're going to do more of a virtual thing where the teacher's in the classroom, but they're going to be they have the option to watch online.
Okay.
But we're going to try to start them off in the classroom with the social distancing and the mask and see how that goes. So, you know, it's very stressful for a lot of people. And, you know, I wasn't sure if I was going to talk about this on the show, but I kind of feel like, you know, I was off the air for 3 months or so due to COVID. And, you know, we've talked about it here on the show, and we've tried to have some humor. But of course, when we came right back on the air, we talked about, obviously, the 150,000 or so people who have passed away, which is not anything anybody's laughing about. I guess it's up to 175,000 now, just since then, 5 weeks ago. But for all you guys out there, you know, I've talked on this show over the years a little bit about my life. 5 years ago when I lost my mom, I talked about it on the show a little bit. And I lost my job, too. So if you're one of those folks out there that are, you know, haven't gone through a tough time, and you come to our show on Sunday nights for a little break and some music, and you hear DC and I having a good time, I'm going through a lot of the things that you are. You know, I had a marketing job that I've been in for many, many years, and as of June 30th, that position was eliminated. And so I'm out there like everybody else, you know, trying to restart my life in that aspect, and also, you know, keeping my eye on what's going on in Washington for a second stimulus and all those things that, you know, might be able to carry us through the holiday season at least, and help us buy us some time till this virus gets back, you know, till we beat this virus back a little bit and the economy can start opening up again. So, you know, I'm with you guys. You know, there's 30 million or 40 million of us out there, and I'm no different. And so I come up here and have a good time doing the show, but obviously this is just something that I do for an hour a week. So I just wanted to share that with my listeners. I wasn't sure if I thought, you know, I've talked to you guys over the year. My kids come in on Christmas time, you know, so I bring my family into the show once in a while in my life. And COVID-19, I haven't lost anybody, close family or friends to the virus, which is the most important thing. But as far as, you know, being hit by this economically, I'm right there with you guys. So, you know, God bless you. And you know, hopefully we'll all pull through this okay. Here are two guys that seem to be trying to pull through it okay. Tom Flannery and Brad Alexander, since COVID-19, have now recorded, I believe, 8 new songs together remotely. Nice. And we have been playing one every single week for the past 5 weeks, and we'll keep doing it. We've played 4 so far. This is the 5th, and I've got a couple more to play in the next couple of weeks. This one's called Guilty Me.
They say now's the time for love, when the pushes turn to shoves. Guilty me, guilty me, guilty me. Build it up or burn it down, learn what matters in this town. Guilty me, guilty me, guilty me. Some kind of war to cleanse the sin that each and every one of us was born in. Swept away by the tide, trying to reach the other side. Guilty me.
Guilty me, guilty me, guilty me. Who's to say or who's to blame? Either way it ends the same. Guilty me, guilty me, guilty me. There was a song you had to learn. Like a child you sang along as cities burn. It spoke of light at tunnels end. You irritate me, my friend, guilty me. Some will try to keep us down, try to turn this ship around. Guilty me, guilty me, guilty me. Well, I've taken all I can. It's high time to be a man. Guilty me,
Grace's downfall here on Music on the Menu. On the River, a song called Always the Victim. Ken Norton headed up that band. He's also working on the Steamtown Music Awards, which will be coming up in a couple weeks, which we did talk about on the show 2 weeks ago. So if you missed us chatting about that, you could flash back to the podcast. And before that, brand new music from Tom Flannery and Brett Alexander, a song called Guilty Me. Here's another brand new one that just premiered on the show about 2 weeks ago. This is from Rofo Audio. It's called Walls.
Walls keep closing in on me. Kevin Fair wonder where I recede. Damn, so low, never find me there. Dirty little secrets can hide without a care. I don't care. All the rages of the sages from your past dance in unison upon your ash, and all the traces of the faces you once knew are pixelated, skewed from your view, and I wonder you ever follow me. Walls keep closing in on me, getting fair water where I recede. Depths so low, never find me there, where dirty little secrets can hide without a care. For those left behind, refuge sentiment like blows you fell before. Take it on the chin and fuel once more. And I wonder, you ever follow me? Walls keep closing in on me, getting fair, wonder where I recede. Depths so low, never find me there, where tiny little secrets can hide without a care. Oh no, no, I don't care. No, no, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Out with the crazy smoking daisies in the rain. Good for you now. You pass for insane, and I wonder, you ever follow me down where you need. Walls keep closing in on me, give fair wonder where I recede. That's so low, never find me there, where tiny little secrets can hide without a care.
Christian Gratz here on Music on the Menu on the River with a brand new tune called Hideaway. And before that, Rofo Audio with a brand new tune called Walls. I saw a lot of folks posting last Sunday on Facebook, myself included, that it was 3 years since we lost Jane Train. Unbelievable that it's been that long. Seems like yesterday. Tremendous loss for the Northeast PA music scene. Thought I'd play one of her songs for you tonight. This one's called Beautiful Star.
A good time to lose. How could I've taken this burden from you? Though you smiled, you were dying inside. So many laughs hiding your broken eyes. Now there's questions and why. Looking for you tonight. You wanted peace, so you took mine away. You struggled with hope, now I struggle with every day. Didn't see the pain, and didn't know the fight. I only know heaven's got a new start tonight. Oh, a new start tonight. How do you give life and take yours away? Beautiful reasons why you should have stayed. And I hope when it's my time to go, I'll touch up as many lives you didn't know how amazing you are. Now you're shining afar. You wanted peace, so you took mine away. You struggled with hope, now I struggle with every day. Didn't see the pain, and didn't know the fight. I only know heaven's got a new start tonight. Oh, a new start tonight. And she's dancing on clouds and singing with angels and kissing the moon, making love with one more. The galaxies bound to the celestial dream. You are the brightest star they'll ever see. You wanted peace, so you took mine away. You struggled with hope, now I struggle with every day. Didn't see the pain, I didn't know the fight. I only know heaven's got a new start tonight. So I'm sending you love, and I'm living each day, counting the moments till I see you again. I just wanna thank you for all that you are. Heaven's so lucky to have a new start. Heaven's now holding a beautiful star.
Hey, this is Mike Miz, and you're listening to Music on the Menu with Alan K. Stout on The River.
Quiet daydream one more time to sift through the madness in my mind. Broken wheels stop spinning round and turn my smiles upside down. Well, I wanna thank you for leaving me, 'cause I was so broken that I couldn't see. The only thing holding me back was you. And now I'm alone when each day is through. for all the good times still out there. I want you to know that you're still beautiful, you see. And it don't matter how many lovers you've been through since me. See, there's a warmth in your soul that shines in your eyes when we wake up Sunday mornings, lying side by side. And there was a short time when things were good, and in that short time I treated you like I should. I want you to know that I still dream of you each night. And I don't care where you wake up or if it's right, 'cause sometimes the feeling, it gets so deep. But sometimes the mountain, oh you know it's just too steep. And this is for all the good times we used to share. And this is for all the good times still out there. I want you to know that you're still beautiful, you see. And it don't matter how many lovers you've been through since me. There was a time in late September when I left it all behind, holding on to nothing but the wheel that drives my mind. And I heard your tires spinning in the mess I left back home. I just hope you know that right now we're both better off alone. So if this is the last good time we get to share, and if there ain't no more good times for us out there, I want you to know that you're still beautiful to me. And there'll still be that place in time where you'll always be. Quiet daydream one more time, to sift through the madness in my mind. Broken wheels stop spinning round and turn my smiles upside down.
Miz here on Music on the Menu on the River, a song called Broken Wheels. And before that, the late, great Jane Train, Janet Rains with a song called Beautiful Star. I want to remind everybody that Rock in the County is coming up this Friday, and they'll be going through Kingston 44 with the Rockology group. That's Joe Nardone's class of musicians. They were rained out a few weeks back, and so this Friday, they'll be rolling through 44 and Kingston. Check it out. I'll put some stuff up on the Music on the Menu page to remind you as we get a little bit closer later in the week. Leaving out, as I always do with the Badlies, I played this one for everybody right now that's going through some stuff with COVID-19. Just hang in there, and, hopefully we'll all come out of this all right sooner rather than later. This is called Too Many Changes. We'll catch you next week.
Colors change before your eyes, I don't think you realize. And if I'm singing in cliche, would you join me anyway? Too many changes at the same time. many changes at the same time. I wish you'd put me on display. Yeah, I admit I feel that way. It's taken